First, select the region that you want to cut, or regions if you have more and you want to cut the same piece. Then you can go to the scissors tool. I assigned it to my right click button, but you can also assign it to the normal button, as you can see. I do that for now. So say I want to keep this part, then I cut it there, and I cut it hereabouts. Then the unwanted region here is selected. I go back to my pointer tool. I also select, using the command tool, this portion, using shift click those two. You want to delete, then hit the delete on your keyboard, and this is what you're going to keep. As you can see, the original file is still there. These are all regions, and this is the region you see here. If you want to make a new file of this, you can do it in several ways, but the simplest, in my opinion, is to bounce it in place. All regions that you have selected will be bounced in place if you do this. You can do them one by one, you can do them all together. Now you get this dialog. Where do you want the new track to end up on? Well, on a new track is what I would choose. You can leave the source, so you can still see it there. That's what I do. If you have plugins and you want these effects included, you can leave them on. If you don't want those effects included, you can say bypass the effect plugins. I always leave this unticked. And if you have automation, you can tick this if you want to keep it. If you have no automation, it doesn't matter if you click this or not. It doesn't make a difference. Normalize, always off unless you know that you want it for some reason. But if you don't know what it does, just leave it. Don't normalize. It will change the file. Okay, click OK. It's bounced in place to a new track. As you can see, a new file has appeared here. This is your new file. You can now delete this track. Select and delete, yes, and it will ask you to confirm. And now all this is no longer used in your project, but it is still there because they will not make it easy for you to throw away recordings for good reason. So now you can say select unused here in the edit menu, and it will select all the two unused files that were still there. And I hit the delete button, and the recorded file will now be completely erased, so you will only have the newly bounced thing there. So if you really want to discard your 3 hours minus a little bit of your recording, then click OK. Now the trick is it's now gone from the project. You can now save the project, which I will do. So now the project is saved in this state. If you don't do that, it will use the unused files again. And you don't want that because it gives you a project that's too big and you don't want that. But the files are still on disk, some of them. And you can go now to project management and clean up. And now it will really delete the unused files from your disk. You still have to fill out this form. If you at this point think, well, no, I don't want to delete them, you can untick certain files that you don't want to delete. I have only one here, but in your example it will be several. So you can still change your mind at this point. There's lots of points at which you can change your mind, which is good. Now you click OK because you are sure you want to delete them. And now they are still not completely gone from your Mac. They are now in the trash. So if at this point you think, oh my God, no, I didn't want to throw them away, you can still go to your trash folder. Sorry, I have to get that from my other screen. Come here, you. And you can see in my trash are now the two files I just discarded. the original Eric 10 file and another old file that was still there. Now I can say empty trash via my doc. Come on, doc. I can say empty trash. And now they are really gone and you can't get them back. So it's quite a hassle to get rid of them, but I think it's a good thing because it's a fail-safe system. Okay, I hope this helps.